Well, notice in chapter 5, there's another of these therefores. Therefore, grace is still at work here. And Paul is saying that we should become imitators of God. Wow. That is both a challenge and an encouragement. It's a challenge because who can be like God? But yet, it is our destiny. Romans 8:29 tells us we have been predestined to be conformed to the image of Christ. We will be like him, we are told elsewhere. And it's as beloved children. That's one of the great things. It's not just what he did, it's the relationship that he enjoyed, that as the Father loved Christ, so he also loves us. And therefore we can walk in love. Walking in love is receiving love. It's taking it with us on a journey every day. Every person that we meet, every encounter, we are shaped by the fact that God has come to us and poured out his great love. And just as Christ gave himself for us as a fragrant offering and a sacrifice to God, so our lives become fragrant. And people will notice the difference. People do notice the difference. But there are certain things that they shouldn't smell on our breath or see in our lives. Sexual immorality. We don't act in love when we take advantage by seduction or by infidelity. Sexual immorality has no place within the Christian life. No impurity, no covetousness. These things shouldn't even be named amongst us. Well, they are named amongst Christians. But they shouldn't be. They don't belong here. They have no place. No filthiness, no foolish talk, no crude joking. It's the coarse joking that puts other people down. They're out of place. Instead, we should be a people of thanksgiving, overflow with joy because God has done so much for us. That is the focus of our attention, and therefore that's what flows out of our hearts. In verse 5 of chapter 5, you may be sure of this, that everyone who is sexually immoral or impure, or who is covetous, that is an idolater, has no inheritance in the kingdom. These things ultimately will be excluded, and the people who do them will be excluded. We may feel, a moment ago we were walking in love. Now we're considering the justice of God. Yeah, the two are not incompatible. Verse 6, let no one deceive you with empty words. Because of these things, the wrath of God comes upon the sons of disobedience. Therefore, do not be partners with them. That's the lot of the sons of disobedience. That's not us. We are called to be obedient children who love the Lord and are not partners. Now let's make sure that increasingly the imitation of Christ is being expressed in our lives. And the therefore is there because it's an overflow of grace. It's not trying to prove or earn. It's simply receiving and expressing all that God has done for us and in us.